Hello everyone, welcome back to Benjamight Gaming as I'm continuing to work through Disco Elysium. We successfully fully inspected the body. However, we did not successfully get the body out of the tree. We had the lieutenant take a shot at it and we ourselves even aimed at it, but I backed away from trying to shoot at it because I've been having such a horrible streak of rolls. I think I've won like 1 out of the last 6, 7, or 8 rolls. It's a little bit annoying at this point, but I realize it's part of the game. It's gonna happen. It's not a big deal. Hopefully in this episode, my luck's going a little better and we might get some successful rolls. We did also make our way over towards the bookstore and we talked to a fun little girl on the outside who had some fun information about this building that I'm about to go into. She was talking about the place having a curse on it, being bad for business or whatever, but I'm obviously trying to find out if there's like some evil spirits or something living here. I hope I can lean into that as we go in and try to talk to the mom. I'm certainly going to try to make it happen if at all possible. If by some chance this is your first time finding my channel, welcome. Hope you have a fantastic time. And if you do a really good time, it sure does help me out if you consider hitting that subscribe button for me. All right, without any further delay, let's get back into Disco Elysium, check out this bookstore, and maybe, I don't know, maybe we can buy a board game or something. Welcome back, everybody. I hope you're doing awesome. Okay, obviously, we didn't get any new, we didn't get anything like that from her, did we? Okay, I did go up again on Good Cop, Bad Cop. Did I get one for... Oh, yeah, Superstar. I'm up to 5. Okay. We're going in here. I hope they give you an opportunity to, like, really just go on about a possible curse. I think that would be so fun. Ooh. Gift books and molten candy. Ooh. Delish. Old sports magazines tucked away in a dark corner. I always forget I can double click, I guess I go a little faster. The book collects the national recipes of Arda. They are all about the lake trout. Ooh, there's curtains right here. A quaint picture book brochure, very colorful. It's a tome of fastest magic. Rather candid. Let's see what else shows up if I can click on these.
These shelves are overburdened with books from the same series. You see the name Dick Mullen over and over.
Go figure. Storekeep, what's this crime fiction? Look through the display of books. We'll go number 2.
Crime fiction is a disgrace. An asinine misrepresentation of the physical attributes of the arduous everyday work of actual police officers. These books greatly overstate the excitement of police work, glossing over how long it takes to actually follow up on leads and eliminate dead ends.
Well, yeah, one could say the same about, movies and stuff too, though.
What's more, they completely ignore the psychological hardships of year after year coming into contact with people during the worst days of their lives. Not a single mention of all the stress this work creates upon the officer's family. Detective fiction just doesn't tell the truth at all. Now, would you like a list of all the books found on the shelf?
Sure thing.
You see Dick Mullen on the job. Get Me Mullen. The Stalwart Adventures of Richard P. Mullen. Dick Mullen and the Murder in the Orchard. The Sordid Affair of Dick Mullen. A killing is declared. Dick Mullen in the Murder House. The Final Case of Dick Mullen. An obvious lie. Dick Mullen in the Clock Tower. The Ordeals of Dick Mullen. Dauntless Dick. Dick Mullen's Funeral Pyre. The Murder of Dick Mullen.
Dick Mullen dies? Are there any more? Okay, let's stop. Number 1.
Oh no. Turns out he faked it to solve a case.
Go figure. Are there any more?
Yes. There's also The Dame Who Did It. Farewell, My Mullen. Faking death seems to be a common trope in the Mullen series.
Sounds like it.
Morbid tales of Dick Mullen. A dark tide turns.
I wonder if that's a subtle hint at something I could maybe do at some point to try to solve a case. One thing that I got thinking about though, up here where he was talking about family, the stress it puts on the family life. When our character was talking about something seemed familiar about talking to a little girl out there, I think we obviously have a family. And part of me wonders if the family side of things is what drove us to go on that drinking binge that we did. Maybe that's also why, like, we've only been there 3 days and we don't live there. We have a house somewhere. So I could see it being something where, like, maybe something tragic happened to the family and we couldn't stand being there. So we left and found some place to go just drink and live for a little while. Could be that we got kicked out because we've been a terrible husband / father for a little while. I don't know. I could see it maybe going in that direction. If I had some better roles, maybe we would have found out a little something in that last one. But yeah, I'll be keeping that in the back of my mind as well.
Tragedy calls for Dick Mullen. Another one with fake death. And, of course, Dick Mullen, the murderer.
Ooh.
In order to catch a murderer, Dick Mullen must become the murderer.
Uh-oh.
After all this, you still haven't found the answer to the one question that matters. Who is Dick Mullen?
Okay, let's go number 1.
Oh, crime, robberies, murders, even sexual crimes. We're fortunate to have Dick Mullen and his stories to sort all that out. You're a police officer, apparently. You should buy all of these. They really do teach a person how to be a proper detective.
Oh, do they now? Did that by any chance? Oh, I was kind of hoping that would give me a bigger buff there or something. Okay, let's try a roll.
Your attempt to grasp at the answer fails. It seems very close by, pulsating just out of reach.
Leave. Yeah, I can't roll nothing. Ooh, there's a map. I think it's a map.
Several maps have been attached to a bulletin board hidden inside the alcove. They're held up by small pins. The board has come loose from one corner. The maps look old and faded. Your eye catches a map of Insulinda, a map of Revachol, and a map of Martinez.
Ooh, look at the map.
This large map displays archipelagos. You see a constellation of small dots on the light blue emptiness of the Insulindic Ocean. The largest in the northeast is La Caillou. You are here. Another far away in the southwest, Seminese Islands, Ile de Fantôme.
Just FYI, if I have to read any of these myself as we progress through the game, I'm butchering them. I'm just apologizing up front. It's not intentional. I'm just horrible with names a lot of times.
Ozon, Laurentide, Fas a la Mer, Archipelagos, North Arcade Islands, all just specks of dust on the vastness of the Insulindic. On the edges of the map, the color fades into a blur of dotted lines, black and white, disintegrating into mathematics.
Yeah, I feel like the only stuff I succeed right now is stuff that's just automatic, which is nice. I wish I could get some good rolls, though.
In the northeast, a dust mite stands on the north coast of Caillou in a bookstore. It's you.
Really? Squint first. Can you see cities on the island? Look at the edges. Okay, let's look at the edges.
The ocean breaks apart into a tangle of cosines and azimuths, all pointing into pale nothingness. Mwindi is the north azimuth. Grad is the northeast azimuth. Samara is the east azimuth. Seo is the west azimuth. Isolas, they're called. Connections to other worlds. Words past the Insulindian, unknown to you. You only know you've never been there. You have little idea what they are. Distant stars, gods. But looking at them makes you feel almost non-existent. Whatever they are, the Isolas are immeasurably large compared to you. And
wow.
Very, very far away. Perhaps they are gods. Gods of distance and outer dust.
My goodness. I had a couple successes because I didn't even have to roll, and then I had some impossibles. That's funny. Look at the next map.
The north coast of a verdant island is shattered by the delta of a river. It is the River Esperance. Countless bridges put the shards back together, connecting city blocks to river islands. La Delta says a great artificial heart in the center, teeming with life forms and construction.
I'm hoping that by looking at these, I'm going to actually get maps in my little map box when I pull that up next time?
To the east, rolling hillsides, Le Jardin, Stella Marie, the suburbs of Saint-Baptiste, swallowed up into the megacity. They sound rich to you. This is Rivershell East.
Ooh, okay, so maybe we need to go to the east to try to find somebody that can talk to me about reality.
Houdon, it's somewhere to live. Not bad. Then there's Jamrock. It's bad. People shouldn't live there, but they do. Then Forberg. It's almost as bad and much larger. Then Coal City. It's the worst.
And Martinez?
It's so small you can't even see it on the map. No, wait. There it is. North of Jamrock, the strip of coast next to the Greater Rivershell Industrial Harbour. It looks downright despondent. It's almost Coal City, to be honest. No, this is somewhere to be. This is all you have. But it's still something. Streets and sodium lights, the sky, the world. You're still alive.
Very nice. Can I buy these maps? Ooh, okay. Number 3.
It's not really a map. It's a tourist thing. A picture postcard with buildings on it, drawn from an isometric perspective. A date in the upper right corner says 48. Still, it's detailed. Could be pretty useful for scouting ahead. You see the jagged boxes of an industrial harbour, even the whirling in rags there.
Oh, number 4.
I'm sorry, officer. The map of Martinez is the only one available. The other 2 are not for sale anymore. And besides, you could scarcely afford them.
She's probably right about that.
Quite valuable, though they might not look it. The map of Martinez is 90 cents, though.
Why is the one in Martinez so cheap? You seem to underestimate my resources. Be sure, okay? Number 2.
Yes, yes. Are you interested or not?
It says locked. Does that mean I don't have 90 cents? Okay. Steal it? I'm not gonna steal it. Is that a white? It is a white check. Won't even let me select it. Oh, so right here's my currency. I have 40 cents. And don't I owe like 300 something to the the place? Okay. Another boring book, just discarded here.
This bookstore is not strictly about crime, romance, and biographies of famous people. There's also a wide range of paranatural literature.
Oh, look through the shelf.
Amidst the various books, you find one written by someone named Matthias W. Dundas. It's about wholeness, unity, balance. These 3 things are very important to the working class mind. The point of the book, and many others on this shelf, is to give people medicinal advice in situations where they don't have access to paid health services.
You know, I've done that myself. Thankfully, we got like Google and everything, but sometimes you're in a situation when you're like at home and you're like, okay, I don't want to run out somewhere, but if I could find something to just do here at the house that's supposed to help, I gotta try to find out. Okay, how does that work? Interesting. Number 1.
It serves platitudes, while also telling everyone that traditional medicine, the kind people don't have access to and which costs more than this book, is garbage and would only give you cancer anyway, without even curing your cold or anything. Wholeness, unity, balance, on the other hand, can basically take care of anything. Though it is important to note, when it's up to your mind to heal yourself, then it's because of your mind that you're ill in the first place.
Does the book say anything else?
The book features chapters on topics such as how to find magnesium. It even lists plants you can harvest magnesium from.
Oh.
How to continue drinking if you're an alcoholic who has destroyed his liver. And there's even a chapter on the ancient Seraïs tradition of using duck gallbladder preservatives to treat and prevent sexually transmitted diseases. Pre and post factum apply. Nothing worth buying. This is just mundane garbage. What's even paranatural about this?
Right? Find some. Okay, look at this. 90 2%.
The throbbing in your head increases with every passing moment you gaze at this shelf.
I was going to say, there better not be a way I fail that one.
Suddenly, as if out of nowhere, a small green book becomes apparent. The title of it reads, Medicinal Purposes of the Pearl.
Ooh, what's the pail?
The book contains very little explanation on the matter. This knowledge seems to be taken for granted.
What's the book about?
The book contains descriptions of various pseudoscientific therapies, alternative medicines, and folk remedies involving the pearl, also known as le territoire. For example, it recommends vigorously swatting one's naked body with a venik or hand broom, made from the leafy twigs of a young birch tree from the near pearl.
Sounds invigorating.
It is, and good for the circulation too.
I think I've actually heard that before. What else?
It also recommends consuming distilled spirits like vodka or whiskey that have been aged in the pearl. Readers are instructed to cover these jars in a shallow hole just inside the pearl and leave them there for 30 to 60 days, depending on the potency desired.
And what does this pale aged liquor do?
Among other benefits, it is alleged to restore a damaged liver to perfect health. That seems improbable.
I would agree. I should probably get my hands on some of that. What else is in there? How is that possible? I think I've heard enough. Number 1.
For general health and well-being, readers are encouraged to take regular strolls through the pearl, though a sidebar cautions readers to limit each stroll to less than an hour. These strolls promise to cleanse the mind of worries and the body of toxins, especially if the perambulator performs this ritual in the nude. Nudity figures prominently in a number of these prescriptions.
Good advice.
This is exactly what you need.
Huh? Anyone else of note?
There's an entire section devoted to cures for men who are struggling to perform their marital obligations.
Well, I certainly don't need that. I probably need that.
Excuse me, sir. I believe you've been perusing that particular volume long enough. If you'd like to continue reading, I must insist you buy it.
Storekeep, what are these books? All right, I want to buy it. $4.20. My goodness. I ain't gonna be buying nothing. I'm so broke. I need my payday.
Sir, please, no browsing in that shelf. That wisdom is not for free. I can't have you end up, like, opening a police store next door and stealing my customers. Oh, no.
Okay. That's funny. Okay. We haven't talked to you in a minute.
Yes?
Tell me about the case again. I think... Oh, wait, it says... Convince Kim there's a sexy, dark mystery twist in the case. We gotta retry.
Only banal things strike you. At the core, you're a very banal person with a very small soul.
Man, we gotta win that one at some point.
One you should be ashamed of. It's no wonder the soft one doesn't want it back. It was right to abandon you.
Oh, it's no wonder the soft one doesn't want you back. We're talking about like family is again what I'm kind of thinking there. I think you should know that I can't remember anything. Tell me about the case again. Okay. What's it got to say? Put a skill in the Inland Empire. All right. Oh, whoops. Nothing. Man, that hurt me. That's the first time I forgot to actually check and make sure that it wasn't a blue. Oh well, at least I was full. Oh!
Shelves filled to the brim with crime novels.
No, leave. I had a pop-up there for a second. There. Everyone knows the most interesting things about this fastest was their magic. Okay. Alright, I think we checked everything out down there. Just take us back into the cursed area.
You see a set of tattered curtains blocking the way to another room. A strange cage-like trinket dangles from the curtains.
Excuse me, officer. The back room is strictly for employees only.
Shopkeeper, what's behind the curtain? Explain the strange cage-like trinket. Pull open the curtains. Ooh. Let's ask number 1 first.
Nothing. Now please go back to browsing the books. Don't you feel compelled to look at the books? The books are all you care about.
She's trying to use some Jedi mind trick on me or something?
She speaks almost as if she's trying to put a spell on you,
Right?
urging you to buy more books. Oddly enough, the more she tries to draw you away from the curtains, the more alluring they become.
Well, if she would have let me keep reading about the pale one, maybe I would be up there. Okay, pull it open.
Just as you're about to pull apart the curtains, the petrified voice of the shop owner cries out once more.
Oh no.
Sir, don't touch that. I told you it's off limits for the customers.
Her hand has closed around her pendant, her fingers nervously playing with the talisman. Oh, is she trying to cast a spell because of that pendant?
Parapsychologically speaking, we're done if you decide to open them. I won't be held responsible for the consequences. It's too dangerous.
She looks away, mumbling. Why is everyone always messing with the curtains? Why can't they just buy books like normal people?
This is about the curse. That's why you're afraid? Ma'am, this is different. I'm a police officer. I need to get in there. But I sense this place calling for me. I must investigate beyond the threshold. I don't care. You can't stop me. I'll open them. Continue. All right. I'll think about it for a little while. Number 1.
No, it's just a storeroom for the employees, I told you. Now please step away from the curtains.
She's almost begging you. Number 2.
Why? It's not like anyone was killed there.
She stops abruptly as her hand flies over her mouth, baffled by her own bluntness.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to be so impolite. Just please don't go there. I can't allow that. You'll only make things worse and unleash the powers.
Number 3.
You do? My God, even more reasons not to mess with the curtains. Just step away, dear sir.
I don't care. You can't stop me.
No. Please just talk to me, officer. Come here and let's talk this through before you decide to do anything extreme.
I guess I haven't actually talked to her yet, have I?
Talking is always good. Go see what she has to say. There is something mysterious about the curtains. Be careful. You see a tattered set of curtains and a polyhedron-shaped cage-like trinket.
Number 2.
You see some kind of charm, an irregular polyhedron assembled from bones, sticks, and straw. Inside, a disturbing fish head with empty eye sockets stares at you.
Wonder if she's been trying to get rid of the curse.
This is a traditional Seminese ward, meant to provide protection against ill luck, bad dreams, curses, and other supernatural scourges.
Sounds like something I need. And who are these?
Inhabitants of Ile de Fantôme, the Seminine Islands down south. Aside from poking at it suspiciously, there is nothing else to do with the fish head charm at this time. The curtains remain shut before you.
Okay, we'll leave for now, since I have not talked to her yet. I'll give her the benefit of the doubt to speak her mind.
A small mountain of colorful board game boxes. There are numerous types of games for all ages. A lot of shelf space seems to be taken up by Wirral-related merchandise.
Storky, what board games do you have here? Look through the pile. Number 1.
Wonderful board games, sir. The Viticulturist is a classic for sure, or perhaps you'd like Archipelagos of Insulinda, a very educational game for those interested in geography. Browbritter is a fun game of economic competition, but can get quite intense after a while. We have games for the whole family. You can play with your children.
You gotta let me know in the comments below what's your favorite board game. And you can be, if it's a card game too, that counts. If you got a favorite card game, board game, let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear that. My favorite board game is probably chess. I really like chess. But another game I'm a big fan of is called Stratego. I like games where it's not all about roll the dice and draw the card. This game's a really good example of that because it's there's no skill when it comes to rolling dice. And when you draw cards, a lot of times it's luck of the draw. I like games where you're in control of most aspects, and it's if you lose, it's because of a mistake that you made, or you just got outplayed by the other person. I prefer that sort of stuff, and both chess and Stratego definitely fall into that category. If you've never heard of it, highly recommend it. It's a fun game.
Who are you going to play board games with? Do you have friends or family?
Good question. Wow, I have children, a family. I do have friends. Look at the lieutenant. I don't want to think about this. Number 2.
Are you actually friends? Or just colleagues thrown together by circumstance?
Look at me. Who'd want to have children with me? I don't feel as if I have any kids. Yes, kids, friends, chicks, I have all those. Number 3.
Then you're a lucky man, officer. Children are the greatest of treasures.
She fiddles with her pendant, thinking.
For playing with friends, I'd recommend Suzerainty. It's a civilization building game where you build a civilization, then set off to brutally colonize and repress other civilizations. It'll cost 12 real.
I have got to find a way to make some money, man. This 40 cents I found is not going to carry me very far. So what about these whirl things? Look through the pile. I guess this one wasn't here before. Number 2?
Lousy auras there. No, role-playing games are popular among those types. You know, who are into those kind of things. Personally, I don't like it. Not at all.
Then why are you selling it?
I've heard they turn people into occult enthusiasts.
Ooh.
That they have rituals where they try to summon entities. Highly immoral stuff. You can still buy them, though.
She looks at the table, crossing her arms.
An endless variety of source books, lore books, and codices litter the table. The topmost book is titled Welkin Compendium, 2nd edition. There's also a large hardbound tome with intricate cover art, The Hunters of Catawak, Boreal Creature Compendium, and a Pick Your Path adventure game book titled Tales of Wirral, Cavern of Velkrag. Books in a board game section? Who wants to read books?
Anything that really catches my eye? Maybe I'm not into all this binocular stuff. Number 1, I guess.
There's a box that says Wirral, 3rd edition mega setting supplements module. The side panel notes, a fantastique adventure board game, new maps and miniatures. A sticker on it displays 25 real. That price is steep, but then it's the 3rd edition mega setting supplement, so it makes sense.
Leave. Man, sooner or later, I gotta find a way to get some money, right? Okay, have I clicked on... I guess I didn't click on the cases over here.
The display rack is brimming with worn paperbacks featuring an extremely muscular, sword-wielding barbarian on the cover. Nearly all the titles contain the word Hyundai somewhere.
Storekeep, tell me about these muscular man books.
Oh, Man from Hyundai. A very popular
Hyundai.
series of adventure novels. They're awfully immoral and violent books.
Why are they so popular?
Blood and violence, scantily clad women, epic narratives, all those mystical things he encounters. They're bound to grab those with little imagination and nothing to do.
Sounds good. Which one should I start with?
What does it matter? They're all the same. However, the customer is always right, they say. If you're a novice of the series, I'd recommend Hyundalaman, the man from Hyundal. It's supposed to be a good introduction to the series.
I went to buy... Oh, take it. Look through the books.
Rows and rows of Hyundalamen blur your vision. You make out some titles. Man from Hyundal and the Mammoth Riders. Man from Hyundal, Return to Hyundal. And the solipsistic Man from Hyundal and the Hyundal Man.
How many are there?
Maybe 100. Man
Whoa.
from Hyundal and the sages at the end of the world. Man from Hyundal and the false god. Man from Hyundal and the scorched earth.
He really does read all these.
The Hyundal colonies. Man from Hyundal and the swamp beast. Man from Hyundal and the snow crabs.
Ooh, is that all?
Not even close. Man from Hyundal in hell. Man from Hyundal and the forest of slaves. Man from Hyundal under the lake. Man from Hyundal, Hyundal burning. There's even The Trial of Death, a pastoral combat game book set in the world of Hyundalaman, and so much more.
That's so great. Check this out. Pain threshold is what's going to be used for this one. Do any of the books call out to me?
Nothing of interest. Only silence and the cosmic background pain radiation.
Yeah, I figured that wasn't going to work. Okay, we'll finally talk to the bookstore owner.
Welcome to Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People. My name is Plaisance.
The clerk extends a greeting.
Be welcome, and please take responsibility for the energy you bring into this space.
Oh, before we go on, you seem to be well off enough. Can you give me some money? I feel there won't be any opportune moment to ask later. Just come right out and ask for money. So, are you the owner of this store? Well, we obviously got to start with number one.
Sir, don't be ridiculous. I certainly will not give you money. I would be doing you a grave psychic disfavor.
Oh, really? Yeah, I'm sure.
One has to earn one's success, even if one is a police officer. Handouts are nothing but manipulation. All they do is make you dependent.
Certainly there are good things to be said about dependence.
It would forge ties between us working people. Good practice for fighting our common enemy. You misunderstand me. I'm a powerful feudal lord. I demand tribute. This is about tradition. Dang, you're right. What kind of business relationship would that kickstart? Excuse me, I don't even know why I said that. A lapse of professionalism that does not represent my values. Number two.
Now, hey there. Sounds like someone isn't taking responsibility for the energy they bring into this space.
I hope I can't, turn people off to me. I wonder if there's a series of questions or comments I can make where she won't give me information that maybe I could have had I chosen a different path. But I'm still having fun.
Tribute? Power? These are not the traditions we're used to in this part of the world.
So are you the owner of this store?
I am. The proudest owner of our little shop of culture.
Her voice is high-pitched, as if to give it more penetration. Why are you so uptight about those curtains? I just want to know what's on the other side. What if I want to buy a book? The girl outside mentioned that this place is cursed. Your daughter is the one standing outside the store, right? Farewell for now, book peddler. Number 3.
Cursed? Who said that? Annette? I will have a word with her.
Uh-oh.
This place is not cursed. It has a robustly magnetic energy. Good for commercial activity. My business is thriving, sir.
Then give me some money.
What in God's name is she talking about?
Why are you so uptight about the curtains?
I already told you. It's just a storage room for employees. I don't understand why it's so important to you. Just let it go, officer. Go buy some goddamn books. You're supposed to be drawn to the books.
She's really getting worked up.
She recites it like it's a poem, or like she's playing a role she's grown tired of.
Right? Why are you still talking about books? Are you trying to put a spell on me? If it's just a storage room, then why does it have a Simonese ward protecting it? If it's just a storage room, then it wouldn't hurt if I peeked inside. It's not like it's cursed, right? I was going to go with number 2, but now I'm wondering number 3. Let's go number 2.
It's just for decoration.
She wavers under your gaze, mouth pressed into a tight-lipped smile. Then something breaks.
Okay, fine. It's because this place is cursed. Just like Annette said, they don't call it the doomed commercial area for nothing.
Ooh.
Are you happy now, officer? Happy that you've ruined everything?
She closes her eyes and starts mumbling something to her pendant. How does this curse manifest itself? Why didn't you just tell me right away it's the curse? Have you sought help from anyone? Number 3.
Yes. I've contacted numerous parapsychologists and even a pair of Simonese mediators. They provided me with the wards.
Ooh. She nods at the strange cage-like trinket on the curtain.
The wards help to keep the doom at bay and protect us against the darkness that lies further in the building. Even though now I fear, it's not enough.
How does it manifest itself? Why didn't you tell me? Is your pendant part of the ward? And point to her necklace. Yeah, number 4.
Oh, this? No, it's a special Himian amulet, blessed by desert pygmy shamans, with a spell of compulsion. It's to compel people to buy books.
That's why she keeps fiddling with it and talking like she is.
There are numerous spells cast throughout the store. I had the books anointed with a different inducement spell, for example. It's guaranteed to boost sales 15%.
Desert pygmy shamans. That sounds like a rather questionable way to describe a group of people.
I'd say so. Number 2.
It's not good to talk about the curse, not in detail. The negativism. It's dangerous. Talking about the void wraiths angers them.
Wow. Void raves. You have new words.
Number 1.
The curse is so much worse than you could imagine. It's a disease, eating at the very foundation.
A shiver runs through the woman as she looks around the dimly lit store.
It's the curse of financial distress, of ruin and bankruptcy.
She peers at the curtain again.
Didn't that curtain just move?
Okay, I'm a little confused. What does that mean? Annette mentioned that the previous tenants have experienced some financial troubles. Wait, that's it? I was hoping for something more paranatural. Let's go to number 1.
Everyone knows that all the previous companies in this building have sooner or later declared bankruptcy, and their malicious spirits are still here, feeding off bad business practices and disappointing income statements. There's something wrong with this building, I can tell you. Ever since I arrived, I've sensed an eerie lingering presence, as if I was unwanted here.
Oh, would you like me to take the case? I can investigate, see if the curse is real. I don't think the curse is real. I just want you to let me in there. Number 5.
Most certainly not. I don't want anyone who's not familiar with the psychic arts to get involved in this mess. Stay away. Leave the spirits be, so they can return to their slumber.
My liege, you know what this case calls for? A para-detective.
Convince her to let you investigate. Come on, baby.
Slither up to her, you silver-tongued fiend. Show her what world-class perfidy looks like.
Wait, what if I don't want to lie? Ma'am, I came here to help. I've handled paranatural situations before.
Are you sure? Don't think I haven't seen charlatans before.
I sense the psychic intimations from afar. The sleeper beyond calls out. I've returned from the void, a paradetective from a long line of paradetectives. Oh! Number 1.
I'm not sure I can trust your claims. Honestly, you look like a bit of a drinker. I'm sorry for being so blunt, but...
The lieutenant keeps his usual stony calm. He silently picks out his notebook.
It's so funny. He's obviously standing here listening to me try to convince this lady of all this stuff.
Go ahead then. Rock her world, he thinks. I'll compose some notes.
I admit I've had my share of drinks, but only because the spectral realm is parapsychologically taxing. You see, it's necessary to drink the spirits in order to contact the void. I like that one.
How do you know all this?
Here we go.
Your wards brought me here in the first place. The Simone's blood also runs through me. I am the Void Revenant. I have the powers to debad all the bad energies. Ooh, I like both these. We're going number 2, though.
I should have realized. A pattern lies within the fabric. The hand of fate guides us. Our meeting couldn't have been mere chance.
I agree.
Perhaps you truly are the one to deliver this woman from the doom.
But I am not the only one at risk. I have to think of my daughter. You are certain you can help us? Keep us safe? I can't allow any collateral damage to hit us.
No problem whatsoever. Your family is safe. The phantoms are no match for me. Just ask my partner, Kim. He'll vouch for me. I got to. Kim's like, don't bring me into this. The lieutenant mumbles in minor confusion. He has not been listening closely enough. You've put him on the spot.
Certainly so, ma'am. I can assure you my partner is eminent in this particular field.
If you promise, good officer, then you might be our last hope. Do you swear it?
A hand on your heart. On my honor. Actually, I'm not really feeling the vibe anymore. It's so tempting. Well, obviously, we're committed now, baby.
Thank you, sir. There's one more thing I haven't told you about yet. The entity.
Ooh.
Do not act surprised. You know of these things, sire.
The entity? Of course, the entity. Close your eyes, for I have sensed its presence. Number 2.
You have? The entity takes the form of a woman, a witch probably. I've suspected that she must be connected to the curse ever since I first saw her. Did you know that she lives inside the chimney?
Chimneys aren't big enough for that. Chimney, the passage between heaven and hell. Of course, number 2.
Yes, that chimney is part of the building's central furnace, and it's enormous. She has barricaded herself behind some metal security curtains. God knows what she's doing there. Some unnatural magic, I assume. You should go find the entity and ask what happened to all the companies in the building. What is the source of this curse? Here's the key to the warded door behind the curtains. Take it. Oh, and please do return to me after you've looked round. I'm quite anxious to know what she has to say about the curse. What you discover in there.
Unbelievable darkness and ruin. What you discover? Probably just some office space. Don't be scared.
I am so glad we got to pursue this whole spirit, paranormal thing going on in here with the curse. I'm excited to see what's going to happen here. I had a few more questions about the curse. What if I want to buy a book? Your daughter's the one standing outside. Farewell. I guess number 3. I don't think we've asked that one yet. Buy a book. I'm assuming we just, buy a book. Let's number 3.
Annette, yes, my daughter. I hope she wasn't slacking off again with her nose in science fiction. Tell me, was she at her post doing her job like a proper girl?
Yes, of course. No, she was definitely slacking off. It doesn't matter. Now tell me something. Number 1.
Wonderful. Did you talk to her?
Yes.
Great. On a scale of 1 to 10, how compelled were you to buy books after talking with her?
10. Certainly very polite and helpful. Yeah, she was way better than you. 5. I felt some interest. 1. Not impressed. I'm not going to grade a human being. I don't do that. Number 1.
My precious, her dedication brings joy to my heart. If you have children, I hope they turn out as great as my Annette.
Aww. The way you're handling her strikes me as wrong. Annette is quite the trooper. She's a great value add. I'm here to dismantle the free market and abolish child labor. I get she's a trooper, all right. She looks like she can take it, but it's actually wearing her down. You know she's been biting her nails. Okay, let's change subject. Number 4.
God. I've told her not to do that. It's such a disgusting habit. She'll get over it. Anxiety is a part of life.
I don't think she can do anything about it. Okay, forget it. None of your business. Number 1.
She can, if she has enough willpower. This is what's called growing pains. Life isn't easy. Life doesn't give breaks.
Come on, ma'am. It's obvious she can't do anything about it. You are placing an unnecessary burden on a young child.
What you're doing is wrong. Even I know that, and I usually don't know anything. That is true, and obviously the will of the market, but maybe make an exception for your daughter? Yeah, actually it's super alright for kids to chew their hands off. Forget I said anything. Tempted to do number 3. Number 1.
She stands stiff and severe, silently fuming. 10 or so seconds pass without change. She's looking for one, but there simply aren't any good arguments for being an asshole.
Oh no. Hold on. I need to invite her inside and apologize. She must be freezing out there. There. I don't know what to say to you. My husband, he tries to teach me business lessons. I have what my mother called a dull mind. All this stress.
She stops, but her mouth keeps moving. Is this husband Annette's father? Is she an only child? She told me she doesn't go to school anymore. All right, I had something else. I was thinking number 3.
She's been too busy helping me here. So she studied at home this trimester. This is a temporary solution, of course. I assure you, I of all people understand the importance of education. She will be back in school the moment the store takes off.
And hell freezes over? Never mind. It's not a good topic to get into.
Number 1.
Yes, My husband is a successful entrepreneur east of the river. If only he were more involved in the business we're running up here. No matter. Soon we'll both be off for Grand Couronne.
Wait, Grand Couronne? What's that? And your husband's also involved with the bookstore? Number 2.
He made the initial investment. Since then, he's been what you might call a silent partner.
Super silent. Almost inaudibly so.
Sounds like it. Sorry about that. I totally forgot. If it says wait, I can click it to get information without progressing. I totally missed that one. Is she an only child?
Yes, I'm afraid so. A real treat she is. It would be nice if she had... No, we couldn't have afforded more children, really. Not in this economy.
A glimmer of sadness blinks through the well-crafted exterior.
Why not? Of course. Yes, this economy. Number 1.
We're quite busy people, you know, my husband and I. Quite busy. Children are a lot of work. You don't look like a father, so I don't expect you to understand.
Ooh.
I'm sorry. I'm sure you do understand.
All right, I had something else in
The
mind.
woman looks aloof. Her features much softer. Occasionally she glances at her daughter's silhouette.
Oh, she's over here on the left. You can see her feet. Right there. I was like, oh, she did get to come in. Okay. Okay, leave. I want to see what's behind the curtain. Can we talk to her again now that she's inside?
I'm sorry, sir. I can't talk right now. I'm very busy with my homework. I have so much homework now.
You just can't win. Out of the rain and into the gutter.
I get to try again.
You have absolutely no idea. Familiar? How? You must have forgotten something you heard again.
58%. 58%. Okay, well, we know what she's doing. She's doing homework.
Math. It's really difficult. Like, really. They say you need it to get rich. Better than standing outside in the cold, I guess. Oh, I found something while you were away.
Oh, I'm so glad I clipped it. What is it?
I thought this would fit you. Like, thanks for helping out. Not me. The city, I mean. Like a detective does.
Oh, I got a fedora. Wait, where did you get it? It's a fedora? A detective hat? Okay, I get it. I can look just like Dick Mullins, except I'm an actual police officer. I'm gonna do number 3.
Yes, just like the one Dick Mullen wears all the time. You'll look way more serious with that. Right, I have to get back to my homework now, before Mum notices. Man, this is hard.
Okay, bye. I'm so glad I went in and talked to her. I don't have a hat on, do I? +1 encyclopedia. Oh man, that is very good. Check me out. Yeah, if I remember right, my encyclopedia kind of sucks. Okay, search the malignant entity. License said she lives inside a chimney. Find a way in. Okay. I love the fact that I have a hat. Okay, let's see what's in here. Be nice if I could find some money somewhere.
You see a set of tattered curtains blocking the way to another room. A strange cage-like trinket dangles from the curtains.
Ooh, we had something pop up here. +1. Wait, did I just get it? This one here. Temporary research bonus, +1 encyclopedia. Let's rewind. Let's trade. Okay, solution. Okay, I guess that's not done. All endurance white checks unlocked. Learning cap for endurance raised to 4. Man, I really could use another bonus to my rolls if that's the case. Oh, do I have one I can put on? Someone told me that this may have a negative effect now, but once you finished it, it might switch to a positive. So we're going to go ahead and put this back on. Hopefully I don't regret that. -2 to logic for a while. I mean, my rolls have been so bad, it may not even matter, but... Okay. Pull the curtains open.
You see a dimly lit room full of dusty furniture and trash. A doorway stands in the back. covered in dozens of scary little Seminese wards, your shadow looming over it like an omen.
Oh!
A small, terrified "oh" escapes from Plaisance as she tries her best to look away, her round face buried in her hands.
Lonesome, long way home.
Ooh, thought
Here we
complete.
go. Home awaits. Walk past Station 41 and through the market, past the Boogie Street spearhead to the other side of the lake, the frozen eye at the center of the district. Then past the video rental store on the corner. There, at the end of a street lined with pine trees, a small house no larger than a matchbox. 11 Voyager Road. You no longer live there. Those times are gone.
Oh,
And so are those people. Why did you come here? Why are you still here? And where's the dealer? You have to get back to work. That's all you have now.
learning cap for perception raised to 5. Speed gives 1 sign. Ooh. Look at this. You can like see my interior, my brain, my spinal cord and stuff. It's pretty wild. Oh, Sai right here. Okay. Ooh. Ghostly silhouettes of hair dryers. A vaguely arginous portrait of a man.
A heavy door with a missing handle stands before you, covered in dozens, if not hundreds, of Seminese trinkets and charms. It appears to be locked.
I could try to break it down, but we got the key out of her.
After exerting some force, you manage to turn the key. It's eerily silent. The door slides slightly open, letting a draft of cold air into the room.
Kim, maybe you should go in first.
Detective, you're the one in charge.
I didn't think you'd actually do it. What a bad. It's so scary. Take. What is my inventory looking like? Do I got plenty of space still? A ball used for playing shot put. A favorite pastime of elderly gentlemen. You feel like you should hold on to this and make good use of it. To sell such beautiful old school sports equipment would be a sin. Oh, that reminds me. I think someone told me if I put things in my hand, I can like use them in a time of emergency or something. Let's see, is that the flashlight? Equipped to discover secret orbs in shady areas. You know what? I'm going to put this. There we go. Why not? Who knows? It might be helpful in some fashion. Sand is dripping from a punching bag. Oh, I think that sounds like a railroad track or something. The poster says, Situs Fortis, the rest is worn off. Can I lift it?
A barbell lies on the floor. The color has worn off its weight plates. It's 60 kilograms. Your triceps hum at the sight of these weights. Show the world what kind of beast it's dealing with. Lift them.
Oh, yeah.
There are no collars on the barbell. This is a safety hazard. Why does it feel so familiar?
Is this familiar because I'm a weightlifter? Look, Kim, it's a trap. There are no collars on the barbell. Lift the barbell. I have an 8% chance. And that's with a +1 just for noticing. Is it a white? It is a white check. My odds are so slim. Number 1.
No, it's not that. It's the stale smell of rubber, the squeaky sound of sneakers, your bruised knee against the mat, and a whistle. Then the feeling is gone. It's just a memory from another life, when you were young and fit.
Yeah, I bet. Number 2.
You're right. The weight may fall off, Better not touch it then.
What kind of punk would just remove the colors? It should be a felony. Actually, I don't really care about safety hazards. Number 1.
It would be a violation of EPIS safety regulations if the gym was still operating, but it isn't. No one's supposed to come here anymore.
Oh, okay. Let's go for it. Did I look? What?
Conjuring up an inhuman amount of strength, you raise the barbell up in the air. Your
That's
biceps
amazing.
tremble, but you're a savage.
I am a
This is
savage.
children's game.
Oh yeah, I'm a true champion. Say nothing, revel in the feeling. Number 1. Ooh, baby. Okay, that was pretty
A
cool.
warm wave of accomplishment washes over your head as you drop the barbell to the floor. For a moment, it feels like you're strong enough to succeed at anything you ever set your mind to.
I love that. Me and my little garden gloves.
Hey, but you're still in a ghost house. What if someone heard this? What if they know you're here?
Good technique.
Well, thanks. I can't believe I landed on an 8% roll. That's so cool. Worn out wall bars. They look unsafe. Yeah, I bet they are. Okay. I'm not seeing anything else. It looks like it's showing up with the tab. So let's see if we can go up the stairs here. The hallway is blocked by old window panes and debris. Oh. Okay. Ooh, check out the deer. Wild animals stare at you in the dark, stuffed and mounted. Grab the bird, throw it across the room. A large demijohn full of strange liquid. Okay. Airship rotors covered in spider webs. They remind you of blades. Oh, this is kind of creepy. Oh my. A naked mannequin torso, a strange yellow color. Oh, I can check like the drawer over here. Kim, you gotta move, buddy. $3. I needed that. Blue velvet, soft to the touch, moth bitten. Another $1.55? Yo! That's amazing. This room I can go into? Skis with slipstream printed on the laminated top layer. What is this? Production schedule, filament memory, $50. What? Is it something I could sell? Check that out. This cube-like crisscross of filament feels oddly fragile in your hand. Its intricate structure covered in dust. Silver tape on the side reads production schedule. Note, this filament contains information that can be read using a radio computer. Yo, that's pretty cool. Steel rotor blades bearing a Slipstream logo. Anything else? So glad I have this flashlight. I'm up to $5, baby. Nowhere near paying off my debt, but is this where we came in? I don't think it is. Oh, it goes up again. Okay, well, let's see what's over here.
Your flashlight slides over an old green chalkboard covered in scribbles, sketches, and schemes like some ancient cave mural.
This looks like some, like the book board games, the, what do they call it, role-playing type games. I think that's what's going on here. This is probably a character.
Some of the writing has faded with age, but you can still make out sections here and there. Photos and drawings have been pinned to the board.
Inspect the drawing.
These lithe, pointy-eared creatures appear to be different types of welkins. You make out autumnal candle welkins, casting wax-based magic, translucent welkins, with organs shining under their skin, and even ether welkins, hailing from the vast emptiness of sidereal space. Who are all those creatures? Fantasies of a tortured, feverish mind? You should adopt one of those welkins as your persona. No longer a mere man, but a welkin.
Oh, can
One
I?
of the welkins, towering among the rest, appears to be different, however.
Examine the welkin. This is important.
It's Vara Hamira, a high welkin, his face white and scarred like cracked marble. This is clearly a welkin supremacist. The note says, all non-welkin races will be purged. The Haldor, the Twarg, the humans, and even headless men, all of them, purged. Imagine a world filled only with welkin, green welkin, dread welkin, and the high welkin to rule them all.
An inordinate amount of time has gone into drawing these little welkin creatures.
Why would anyone spend so much time on this? Who are these creatures? Who drew them? Are they real? I have so many questions. Whisper, one of them is a welkin supremacist. Well, this has been educational. Let's move on. I guess number 3, I guess?
Political commentary. That one has a great beard, too.
Lieutenant nods at the welkin's facial hair. Why would anyone spend so much time? Who are these?
This looks like concept art for a project. It's not really real.
Right? Why would someone spend so much time?
Some people really like building a world, I think. Even if it's just for a game.
Kind of ironic in our situation, right?
Just look at those details. So much effort.
I agree. Inspect the
The
photos.
photo collage depicts barren, icy landscapes wrapped in perpetual night. You see permafrost and glacial landforms, dead trees grown in under the snow. Entire oceans have been frozen from shore to shore. There are pictures of settlements on dried-up riverbeds, abandoned in a storm. Animal corpses in the dark, carcasses and bones. You see primitive oil rigs built into glaciers, boreal dvorg, yurts under the snow, great mammoth-like beasts of burden. Albeit dark and cold, this vision also feels cozy in its own way, like eggnog or morphine, a much-needed respite from our own world. A pinned postcard reads, "The heat death scenario, a desperate fight for geothermal energy engulfs the world as Wirral becomes untethered from its sun, drifting through the universe."
Inspect the schedule.
This is a monthly calendar from the year 50. Cryptic words like sprint, daily minimi, and GPI span the marker-drawn grid, the grand scheme of production and money. Minimi stands for a mini-meeting. It's part of a bigger framework for managing work called RUN. Station 41 tried to implement it a few years ago, but failed.
I wonder if that thing that we found that has to do with film or whatever is like related to this. Like it just never got used. Keep reading.
As time goes on, the numbers in the boxes grow rarer and rarer. The board becomes an empty snowfield in the final days. Only failure and regret dwell in this region.
Looks like they didn't make it.
Lieutenant looks at the frigid ice field of nothingness.
A note in the bottom left corner of the chalkboard says, "See the prod schedule filament for details."
Look at that right there. Inspect the notes.
The handwriting is only partly legible, but you can still make out 3 slogans: Call in, Tune Out, Wirral Untethered, and Heat Death of the Universe.
Leave. That's pretty cool. Oh, we got another something up here.
This appears to be some kind of machine with a cube-shaped heart and a wired framework. The keyboard has a rectangular on-off button. A piece of paper still hangs from the printer.
A radio computer. Just sitting here without anyone inside.
You sound surprised and a bit cautious.
This is the Ream Civic radio computer, model RC5120, equipped with a Feld mainframe and a Ream-compatible printer.
Do you think I should turn it on or turn on the machine? Number 1.
We have one of these down at the station, but I never really learned how to use it.
Turn it on.
The machine lights up like some prehistoric animal stirring from its slumber, revealing fluorescent play and print keys on the keyboard. The hatch on the machine's central compartment is wide open.
Look inside the compartment.
It's empty, like a beehive without its brood. Some cables have been left dangling, disconnected. The filament you have would fit perfectly inside the compartment.
I hope I don't destroy this. It said it was fragile. We're going to put it in though.
Like a smooth drawer, the filament slides into place. On the keyboard, the play key starts blinking.
Press play.
A bar of fabric right above the keyboard starts producing a soft hum. The sound of static seeps through the machine's planar magnetic driver. Have you stirred the ghost of the doomed commercial area from its rest? Could this be its dismembered heart beginning to flutter?
Yeah, part of me began to wonder with the noises that this thing sounds like it's making, do you think what she's hearing could be somebody's in here like playing this from time to time?
The static gets louder, slowly filling up the abandoned hall, until a voice speaks out, crackling and old, cutting into the air.
Good afternoon. Fortress accident en rue de Saint-Ghislaine. This is East Insulindian Repeater Station 1. Please repeat. Is this the production schedule?
Oh, this is like, we can talk. What's the production schedule? Why did you call me Fortress Accident? What are you, a machine or are you alive? That's all for now. I don't know if I'll get to ask. I'm going to guess because of this bottom one here, I think I'll get to ask all these. So we'll start with number 1.
The filament you have inserted into the reader.
You mean that glowing thing I put inside? All right. Thanks for the explanation.
That was a question. Have you inserted it into the core?
Yes. I swear I haven't touched anything. Yes.
Good. Please repeat the password.
A password? I'm really bad at passwords. Can you give me a hint? It's my birthday. This is the police. Please open this thing. I don't know the password. Number 4.
Received. I will register this login attempt.
Don't worry. Passwords have a way of turning up sooner or later.
Fortress accident. Is there anything else I can do for you today?
Are you alive?
Yes, I am alive. I am 74 years old and my name is Yvonne.
She repeats passwords. Programming people are all paranoid.
Yvonne, my partner tells me that you're here because radio computer guys are all paranoid. Okay, but where are you? How did you know where I am? Number 2.
I work as a repeater at the East Insulindian Repeater Station. It's my job to know where you are, Fortress Accident. As for me, well, I am sitting in my cubicle, surrounded by a wall of radios. Now, please tell me if there's anything else I can do, Fortress Accident.
That's all for now.
Thank you, and goodbye.
Tiles on the cube are still smoldering, casting the framework in a soft glow. Fluorescent play and print keys shine on the keyboard.
Yeah, let's see what we get if we hit print.
Nothing happens.
Hopefully we can remove this without something breaking.
The filament slides out of its
Okay, good.
glowing nest.
We will definitely be back to this. Okay, well, we are definitely got a lot more to see here. And I don't want to rush this, but this is where I'm going to end this episode. I'm so glad I was able to gain access back here. And we did it by getting the key too. It looks like I would have had a chance to maybe just bust down the door or something. But since my physical attributes are so small, still can't believe I actually managed to lift the weights with an 8% chance. My guess is kicking in the door was not going to work. And then I'd have to walk away from this place. And I'm so glad to get to check it out. We'll find out what is up here causing the curse, causing the paranoia and everything that's going on down into the bookstore, hopefully on the next episode. Until then, continue to be safe out there I'll see you on the next one.